Sip from your cup, blessings they bring. We are baptized.
Yeah.
Immortality.
Yeah. Love you, Jose. Happy Monday, everybody. Love to you, Jose. Bless you, Chase. Keep us all in line. Time is now. Hey Harley. Fuck off. Bless you, Fergus. Bless you, Steve. Bless you, Samuel. Scott's here. What's up, Scott? Scott's here. Yeah. Whoa. Still not shampoo.
plus, 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 ha, ha.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, oh, ah, 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 ah,
All right. Sabra in the Hut, big time, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Welcome.
welcome. Chopo. All right.
Let's get started!
All right, had enough of that. Feeling good? Everybody feeling good? We're all feeling good. Let's take some questions right quick. Yeah, so who said COVID-19 cures? What is the proper kefir to tourmaline ratio for my oil tincture? Really what you want is semolina. You want salmonella melina, and you're going to want to take that as a powder. No oil. Next. Who else we got? Chopo, what bark can my computer smoke so it will experience your videos better? Dogwood. That's going to be dogwood. And that's thin. It's not a thick bark, but you're going to want to light that right below your computer's intake fans because you really want that smoke to go all the way through. Should blast out the back. So maybe somewhere near the front of your computer, you're going to want to light a big sprig of dogwood or possibly birch. Chopo like birch, actually. Birch is Chopo's scent. Oh yeah, Intro Jam. Intro Jam was Saint Germain. Intro Jam was Saint Germain and the Sacred Sound System. Just YouTube videos. Yeah, that's Chowder, Cat. We're talking Chowder. All right. Well, thanks for coming. It's been a good stream, and we'll see you next time.
Just kidding!
We got some good stuff for you here today, so I guess let's get started, huh? Let's wrap it up. So what we're going to be doing for the next 20 minutes, all right?
Is everybody cool with that?
In the name of the beloved, mighty, victorious presence of God, I am in me, and my very own beloved holy Christ self. I call the beloved Alpha and Omega in the heart of God and our great central sun. Beloved Saint Germain, beloved Portia, beloved Archangel Zadkiel, beloved Holy Amethyst, beloved Mighty Arcturus.
So we're not going to listen to the whole thing. This is the same invocation I think we did on the first stream, but this video just has such wonderful graphics. We got to get into it. Take a couple more questions. How many lunar seconds is a live stream? 4. Talked about the intro jam. Yep, said Chowder. A chakra chiropractor.
A chakra chiropractor. A chakra chiropractor.
I think you can find one of those at your local dispensary. Check the cork board. There's probably something on there. Damon doesn't know what he's watching. Cool. How do I heal IBS? You're gonna want to get some rose quartz. Rose quartz suppository. Takes a few days though.
Takes a few days, though.
but if you stick with it, the cooling sensation is immediate. Long-term health comes later.
Infinitely, presently, and forever.
Let's get into this. It's coming up. So this is you. And this is what you need for Violet Flame. You're welcome, Sydney. Jake in the chat says his wiener don't work no more. That's what this is for. This will help you. I did this for you. Bless you, Ali. Haley. All right. So yeah, you get it. Scott asks, am I more spiritual if God enters through my taint? Scott, I'm glad you asked. We're going to get into that later. There's actually a hidden chakra below the root, and we will hopefully get into that later. Yeah, a couple people picked up on that. And then see what happens is it eventually burns your whole being. And there you go. And now you're not even there anymore, but the lighthouse in your yard is still active, as you can see. They animated that. They animated the water, too. This looks very nice. And then, believe there is a part where it shows what happens to the Earth if we all do this. And that's coming up right here. And that's an abrupt. Oh, okay. It's back. And gradually, the whole Earth gets violet flamed. And I believe in this video, those two animations repeat over and over again. And that's it. But Chopo wanted to share that. Felt it would put us in a good spot. And I think it did. And hey, good news. They have the same thing for kids. So
If you got kids, show them this.
they'll love it. I promise. This is what kids want to watch. You know, kids always want, oh, give me your iPad. Do you have games on your phone? They want this. This is what they're looking for.
Lord Michael before, Lord Michael behind, Lord Michael to the right, Lord Michael to
Well,
the left,
Lord Michael.
above, Lord Michael below, Lord Michael, wherever I go. I am his love protecting here, I am his love protecting here, I am his love protecting
I like that. Lord Michael, wherever I go. That's very good.
here. Lord Michael before, Lord Michael behind, Lord Michael to the right, Lord Michael to the left, Lord Michael above, Lord Michael below, Lord Michael, wherever
Michael.
I go. I am his love protecting here.
Lord!
I am his love protecting here. I am his
Sorry,
love
Chopo's
protecting
clipping
here.
pretty hard.
Lord Michael before,
Lord!
Lord Michael behind, Lord Michael to the right,
Lord!
Lord Michael to the left, Lord Michael above,
Lord!
Michael below, Lord
Lord
Michael,
Michael.
wherever I go.
Shit.
I am
It's
his
just
love
gonna be loud.
protecting
It's just
here.
gonna be
I am
loud.
his
Sorry.
love protecting here. I am his love protecting here. Lord Michael before.
You know, Lord Michael.
Someone in the chat doesn't know who Lord Michael is.
You know, he created SNL, Saturday Night Live, Lord Michael.
Lord Michael behind, Lord Michael to the right, Lord Michael to the left, Lord Michael above, Lord Michael below, Lord Michael,
Yeah.
Lord Michael wherever
Adam's
I go.
on the same page.
I
That's
am
good.
his love protecting
Just saw that.
here. I am his love protecting here. I am his love protecting here. Lord Michael before, Lord Michael behind, Lord Michael
Lord Michael's before, Lord Michael's
to
behind.
the right, Lord Michael to the left, Lord Michael above, Lord Michael below, Lord Michael wherever I go.
Lord Michael's.
I am his love protecting here. I am his love protecting here. I am.
Anyway, that goes on. Oh, but then a friend, or two more emoji children join. Let's check that out. Oh, they just fade in.
I am a being of violet fire.
I am
the
the
purity
that
God
God
desires.
desires.
I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet.
May Chopo draw your attention to these gnomes? They don't totally fit, and it looks like this one is about to fade out. Let's see what happens with this gnome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They disappear.
God desires. I am a being.
We're dealing with impermanent gnomes in this animation. Love it. Does anything else happen? Chopo, don't think so. Let's check the comments. May have to refresh for that to happen. The children will really love this. Thank you very much for your work. Adorable. Can you make a video with the voices of children giving these decrees? Thanks, but I don't know of any audio along those lines, Light Flame says. This is from a channel called Light Flame. You copied the deer's cry of St. Patrick. Instead of Jesus the Almighty God, you referred to Michael instead. Well, he won't send Michael because you need to come to Jesus first before he summons him. And that's by an account just called Wind. I guess you can listen to the wind. That's fine. Okay. Last invocation and decree of the stream, I think. Oh, no, there's one more after this. We won't spend long, but this one's called I Cast Out the Dweller, which Chopo really, really like. It's kind of an exorcism. Hey, bless you, Jason. Get blessed. Come on, start up. Here we go.
In the name of my beloved mighty I am presence and holy Christ self, Archangel Michael and the host of the Lord, in the name of Jesus Christ, I challenge the personal and planetary dweller on the threshold, and I say, you have no power over me. You may not threaten or mar the face of my God within.
Pretty cool. You have no power over me. You have no power here.
I am presence. Be bound, and O serpent and his seed, and all implants of the sinister force.
I think it's just for
Getting rid of devils. Getting rid of devils.
to cast out devils, which is cool. One more. It's called the Tube of Light Decree, long version. We won't stick around though. Don't worry. Just want to see the animation. Hey, bless. They just look nice. Yeah. Dweller on the Threshold. It really does sound like a song title. Casting out the Dweller. Let's see what else we got. Chopo got quite a... We're going to get into a theme. Okay? Chopo going to let that play in the background here. Perhaps while we can check this out. We're going to skip this ad. No, okay, cool. We'll let this happen. Okay, that's paused. Good. Here we go. Love this. When you hear wind noise, it's the best.
I'm here at Mount Shasta today at Panther Meadow.
Oh, sick.
And the last time we were up here, it was June, and this was closed. It gets lots of snow.
Sure does, pal.
Lots of snow. So I wanted to talk about, what happened here. Guy Ballard. You can Google this. Guy Ballard and the I Am Foundation, I think it was in the 50s, when
it was
he
1930,
met
dude. Get
the
your facts straight.
ascended
The mind needs
master,
accurate
Saint
details.
Germain, up here. Saint Germain appeared in the courts of Europe over a 200-year period in the German, English, French, Spanish courts. And in my understanding of it, he was trying to work the back rooms of the courts to be able to keep them from going to war with each other. But he also learned alchemy and organizations. Yes, it was a real experience.
This dude kind of rambles on, but he gets into some good stuff around here.
It isn't grounded. It isn't grounded in your emotional solar plexus, your sexual chakra, your root chakra. I recently had a client in Sedona who's going to be working with chakras. And the black chakra. There's a black chakra below your tailbone. There's also
This is what I was talking about. I was talking about entering through the taint, as somebody mentioned.
a golden sun, the eighth sun, the Inca sun. Yes, as we're expanding as humans, these things are going to become real to us now again. We all have this hope. Can I please bypass having to actually feel my lower chakras?
Yes.
Can I
Tell me
bypass
about
my
it.
sexuality, my anger, my security, my emotional buildup?
Magic
Can I
pill.
just ascend the way I am? No, you can't. You can't do it. So we have to be careful with that. God bless all of us trying to wake up, you know.
Hey,
but
man,
you'll
bless,
see a lot
bless.
of craziness out there. A lot of mimicking, channeling, and so forth. But ask for the...
You know, it's really funny right now in this historic moment to watch videos from 2011. You know? Monatomic gold, the key to longevity through alchemy. Yeah. Anyway, wait. I like this comment by the uploader, by Tobias. There's no kiss ass going on. Respectful sharing, enjoying, awakening, learning.
Yes, yes.
No kiss ass. Or devotion. I agree. Especially to controlling religion. Saint Germain has nothing to do with the Catholic Church, if that's what you mean. So that's cool. Had fun with that. This whole video has this stabilization on it, even though it's like the shakiest camera ever. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Kiss taint. Sorry. Sometimes Chopo read the comments and just get lost. It's very fun. So this is a video of two pals trying to find the spot where someone ascended.
Let's walk around and see if we can
And that guy is he's the singer in the band The National,
find it.
which is pretty cool.
Sound of that soft as brook, the opening of the door of the Tao.
Let's check.
Soft
We're
as-
close. We're in the...
Hey, I'll tell you what. As soon as I came over this edge, I suddenly felt so light on my feet. It was like I weighed half of my normal weight.
It's like I weighed half of my normal weight. That's probably pretty quiet for you. Chopo gonna slam the audio here.
Notice that?
Chopo like birch. Chopo like birch bark. It smells so good.
In this meadow, and the stranger, he offered him a cup of water, and then the cup, when he accepted it, turned into that magical light elixir, and he drank it,
Yeah, man, I'm Mr. November. It won't fuck us over.
and deep within his soul, to David, and then
Anyway, the best part of this, so they find a spot where they think the dude ascended, and they hang out there, and they both,
take it in all the way up your legs,
they just take it in.
all the way up your spine, all the way up your crown chakra, all the
And
way
he's
up the
shaking.
silver cord,
Look at that
all the way up
Kundalini.
from your iron
That
presence,
Kundalini.
all the way up to the great central sun.
Hey, Chopo just got a donation. From Dr. Mommy. And Dr. Mommy has donated before. A big bless! To Dr. Mommy. I really appreciate that. Look at that Kundalini go. Anyway, so then the guy filming, he finally reveals himself here. And we like this. This is good. And that's just a nice moment. We like that. Anyway, they decide to go. After a while, just taking it all in. Loving it.
Wow.
Wow.
What a blessing.
What a blessing.
Guess we can go out this way.
Let's get gaze blasted again. Anyway, the whole reason Chopo watched this 18-minute long video is because when they're leaving, they encounter someone on the trail, and you gotta see this interaction. It's so good. Here it comes. Get ready for
You
this.
guys are out there. There's all kinds of orbs out there.
Did you see him?
Yeah, all around you guys.
Wow. There's an amazing ascended master that ascended in that spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yes.
Yeah. The amazing ascended master.
Just like the
that
tone in his
ascended
voice.
that spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the other guy. Really? Yeah. Seriously? Yes. 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 Like, you saw the orbs. What do you think? Now we're not on the same page. Come on. All right. So here's where one thing Chopo really wanted to dig into. There's a lot here, but we're going to talk about telepathic communication with dolphins. And so this is a great video. I would like to draw attention to this comment. Fascinating lady. She kind of seems like a dolphin. Not looks like or acts like, but seems like. Oh, and you know right from the start, this is a good one. Here we go. Let's get into it. Let's get into it now. This is Blessed. 2013. Dan Marino, yes, we're talking about the Miami Dolphins. There's something, Chopo really thinks that the NFL team names are funny to say if you include the city. Like just saying the Denver Broncos, the Miami Dolphins. It's just funny.
Just on its own.
You don't even need to fit it into a joke or anything. It's just hilarious.
My name is Heather Vokush, and thank you so much for joining us today. Now, dolphins have intrigued and charmed people for thousands of years. But they remain something of a mystery because most of us don't have the opportunity to actually get really close to them, let alone swim with them, let alone talk to them.
If we could just talk to dolphins,
They wouldn't be such a mystery.
But we are joined today by a dolphin telepath.
Oh, here we
This
go.
woman has had vast experience with dolphins, and she's going to share that with us today. Without further ado, Teresa Hazlitt, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Heather, for having me.
Now, your story is really quite unusual. Can you tell us how you first came to start learning about dolphins?
The first time the dolphins communicated to me was about...
I mean, you know what? That comment about her seeming like a dolphin, I kind of get it. I don't know.
About 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually driving on the Coast Highway near Ventura, California. And I was on this stretch of the highway that was running right alongside the ocean. And so I was gazing out into the ocean, and I saw the dolphins there.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately I just felt this tremendous joy flood
Driving, gazing at the dolphins.
my body, and I was totally mesmerized by them.
Mm-hmm.
And there were about 50 dolphins, and they were really close. They were about 30 feet from the shore, and I could see them really well. And it was the first time that I'd ever seen dolphins in the wild that close.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really excited, and the dolphins were swimming parallel to the shore, and they were heading the same direction I was.
Mm-hmm.
So as I was watching them, I noticed that a lot of the dolphins seemed to be looking right at me, like they were watching me too.
I like that. You know, like hey, like if she was with a friend, you know, she would have been like, hey, you think that dolphin's looking at me?
And I was surprised at how much attention they were paying to me. And so I said to them, I don't know what made me do it, but I said to them in my mind, do you see me? Do you know I'm watching you? And immediately I heard this booming voice in my head, and it said, we are aware of you.
We are aware of you.
We know you are conscious of us.
We know you are conscious of us.
We know what you are thinking.
We know what you are thinking.
And so I was really shocked because I wasn't expecting them to answer.
Wasn't expecting an answer. Okay, but dolphins.
Dolphins kind of sound like this. It's like the dolphin song.
Dolphin song is up here.
We know who you are.
But I realized that somehow they were communicating to me. And so I pulled over right away, and I ran down to the shore to be as close to them as possible. And I looked into their eyes, and my spirit just soared. And I wanted to jump in the water and swim away with them forever. And
I'd be pretty stoked too if I went up to the beach and there were a bunch of dolphins looking at me, and it seemed like they wanted to hang out. Like, this is, I mean, I can relate.
When the last dolphin passed by, I couldn't bear to be left behind, so I raced back up to my car and
Oh no, but when they leave, you gotta let them leave.
Followed them for as long as I could. And when they were gone, I just felt this longing for them. And I realized that day that dolphins are very special beings, and to me they just had this special magic about them that I'd never encountered before. And I sensed they were just extremely intelligent, and I really was intrigued. I wanted to know, how did they communicate to me so powerfully?
What was your next experience with the dolphins?
Well, the next time was 10 years later, was quite a while.
That is, yeah, it's a big gap.
And I was living in Malibu, California, and I had...
Hey! Bless! Got another donation! Chopo hasn't decided where to donate money today, but we'll be doing that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out
Where to donate?
Chopo just honestly doesn't know yet. So, well, yeah. Hey, bless you, Kiko. It's a huge bless. Yeah, we'll make sure that money goes somewhere good. I don't know. Chopo always makes dinner right before this. Anyway, nobody cares.
Rented this little apartment on the beach, and one morning I was sitting outside on my lanai reading, and I felt something calling to me, kind of nudging at my conscious. And so I looked down into the ocean, and right below me there were 6 very large bottlenose dolphins, and they were swimming in a circle right on the surface of the water. And I knew obviously there were dolphins in Malibu, but I'd never seen any before. And suddenly here were 6 of them swimming in a circle in my backyard. So I knew that this time it was no coincidence that the dolphins had appeared before me. And I just felt that they had something that they wanted.
Here we go.
Later, I just felt this love welling up inside of me, and I began to cry. And it just felt like they were transmitting this incredible love to me. I was just so grateful to them. And I
weeping at the dolphins.
At that moment that one day they would want me to swim with them in the wild. And so I stayed with them for as long as I could that day, and then I had to rush off to work. And when I left,
Damn, can you imagine go swimming with dolphins before work?
they were still there swimming in the circle. And so that night I came home and I had this amazing dream, and the dream really changed my view of reality. And
okay, Chopo has had some pretty blast dreams. And most of them changed Chopo's perception of reality. So let's go. Let's hear this.
And it felt like there was this whole other world going on around me that I hadn't been aware of. And I knew that somehow the dolphins had sent me that dream. And I knew they were trying to tell me something. And
one time a dolphin sent Chopo a dream, but it was a lot more about having a blocked blowhole and the panic associated with that. It was more of a warning. It was more of a stern warning to Chopo from the dolphins, and Chopo received it.
I just wanted every day to be like that dream.
Basically 10 years later, and then what was your next experience?
Things started happening really quickly after that. I was offered this opportunity to live in Japan 6 months after the dolphin circle swimming. And so I went, and I was really enjoying my time there. It was wonderful.
Love on these public access shows when they bring back the lower third for people who are just tuning in. It's really charming.
I loved it. And one night I unexpectedly found myself at this New Age gathering. And
just somehow ended up at a New Age gathering. Anyway, let's skip forward, see if it gets real nuts, and then we can move on if it doesn't. Oh, they're laughing about something. Got to see
Quartz
the
is
joke.
really good for that. There's a number of stones that are good for that. If you want more abundance, more money, whatever you want in abundance, there's other stones for that.
Like what?
Citrine
Tell
is
me.
a very
Tell me how to make money.
good prosperity stone. Yeah.
And so the idea with both the dolphins and the crystals is well, with the crystals is that you get this stone, you keep it around, and the vibration of the stone comes within you.
It'll help raise the vibration anywhere that it is, because crystals carry a lot of
Kidney
light
stones.
energy, and as they radiate their light, they increase the vibration of everything around them.
What you're doing now is you're taking crystals, you're taking them to your dolphin friends.
Yeah.
They're energizing them.
Yes.
And
Come on. Oh, so she charges crystals. She takes crystals to dolphins to get them charged up.
is it?
Yeah.
And then what do you do with this? Is it possible for like a normal person to get one of these?
One of my dreams is to be able to offer those, and but it takes time to do that.
You
Yeah.
can't just have a big bag and say, here, bless it, and then,
Right.
swim back.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Bring your big bag to Chopo and say, bless it. And Chopo will bless it. I promise you.
Again.
Yeah, because I take them out individually and I hold them out and I let the dolphins come around them. And so they're always gone. Like as soon as I have one, they're gone, right away. But yeah, I want to do more of that.
And I also understand from reading your book, there's very interesting things there
she
that
wrote a
the
book.
dolphins are creating a kind of healing grid.
Oh, yes,
and they want to kind of open up certain places to heal and all of that. Can you give us a little bit of background in that?
The dolphins actually and whales have set up a light grid around the oceans of our planet.
Oh.
They're able to open these portals, portals of energy, so that light frequency comes in from above, from the higher dimensions, and they open the portal and it is able to come down onto our planet. And so they take the energy and they run with it along these ley lines or grid lines of light frequency.
Love ley lines. Ley lines.
Frequency that they've set up. And as they do that more and more, the ley lines become infused with more and more light, and it
Yeah,
helps
George, that's a good
the
point.
ascension of our planet. It helps lift the vibration here.
When people watch Star Trek,
Chopo keeps looking for a time to move on from this, but it just it just gets better. People who watch Star Trek.
Yeah.
and they have people being beamed up or something
Right,
like that.
right.
Well, it makes total sense.
Yeah.
And of course, take me to the holodeck. But when we apply these kinds of things to our own world, then the BS antennas go up. and
Right,
it's
right,
like,
right,
yeah, I
right.
don't think so.
Right.
But it's kind of interesting because why would it make more sense on television than possibly in the real world?
You know what I mean? Like, why does it works on TV, so
It's kind of out there. It's a stretch. For somebody like me, I've always
And she's saying it's a stretch. She's checking the host. Here we go.
known this. I've always kind of felt this. And so it's not a stretch. But I know for some people
not a stretch. Okay,
that
never mind.
might not be aligned with this yet. Yeah, it's going to seem
peddling
like,
it back.
are you serious?
What is interesting for me is it's going to seem like either, okay, I'm turning it off, or it's going to be, or it could be also, are you serious? Can I learn more?
Right. Yes.
And
This is a good vibe. I like this show. I would watch more of this show. Actually, haven't checked out the channel this was posted on. Oh, there's plenty more. H. Wokush. Oh, and she has another channel. We'll check this out. Fukushima. I would love to watch some stuff about Fukushima. Because this is how to lead a permaculture lifestyle. Wow. This is like a New York public access. That's excellent. Yeah, we'll have to get back into this. But but
Don't get distracted, Chopo. Don't get distracted, Chopo.
we're talking about dolphins. That's the theme of the show. More dolphins. Okay, really quick. The beginning of this video, check it out. Ing. Hey man, later do you want to go kayak? Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, right now I'm just relaxing. And then hey, later man, maybe we could do some busk and maybe make some cash, man, because I'm really... nah, Chopo, fuck that up. Anyway, here we go. This is another public access show with somebody who can talk to dolphins.
Thinking Aloud. Conversations on the leading edge of knowledge and discovery with psychologist Jeffrey Mishlove.
Chopo loved this opening so much. We're going to watch it a few times, don't worry. That's so good. Human-dolphin telepathy. A new Thinking Aloud video nugget has been excerpted. Yeah, man, I go on YouTube and I watch those Joe Rogan video nuggets. I love those.
One thing I think we have to keep in mind is that we as a human species have been on this planet for, who knows, 1 million years, give or take. Dolphins have been around for at least 50 million years.
What?
50 million years!
In the oceans, and they have been evolving to adapt to their environment for 50 million years. And we know now through neuroanatomical and neuroscientific investigation that the brains of dolphins are at least, if not more complex, they're certainly larger than human brains. And the idea that they...
Can somebody fact check that? Chopo doesn't actually know about dolphin brain size. That's interesting.
Don't have intelligence comparable to ours it just flies in the face of the evidence that we have. So we've got to realize that they're a highly intelligent species and quite possibly way more intelligent than humans. Somebody once said very recently that, well, if humans are so intelligent, then why don't they rule the world? And I love the response. Somebody said, that's an example of their intelligence.
You mean if dolphins were so intelligent?
If dolphins were so, yes.
He misspoke.
If dolphins were so intelligent, why don't they rule the world? And the answer was, that's because they are so intelligent that they don't have the motivation of the need to rule the world.
Yes, in fact.
They're just chill fools.
The very idea that humans...
There's my Mishlove.
...form pyramidal structures with alpha males typically at the top of these structures, and that they fight each other constantly and compete with each other constantly may not at all be the sign of an intelligent species.
Well, no, we do know too that most dolphins...
Okay, so bless you, Scott. Dolphin's brain, 1,500 to 1,700 grams. Humans, 1,300 to 1,400. So there we go. Bigger brains.
Species are matriarchal societies, and of course there were evidence of that too in the early days of human species. So there seems to be something problematic with patriarchal societies. That, of course, that's not just unique to humans. We see that in other species too, in our apes and other. I think elephants are matriarchal species as well.
Let me just share with you one other dolphin story.
Yes, please.
If I may. Many years ago, I was part of an organization called the New Frontiers Institute, and we engaged in sort of a telepathic, hypnotic, remote viewing process where a group of people would go into a trance state and then go on journeys together and communicate with each other what they were experiencing. And so in this example, we said as a group, let's visit Marine World, which was in Redwood City in those days, back in the California.
That's so sick that, like, groups of telepathic individuals would one day say, let's go to Marine World.
San Francisco Bay Area. We visited and we said, let's go to see a dolphin. And people were saying, well, we're in a dolphin tank, and here is a female dolphin all by herself, separated from her mate and very lonely and unhappy, and wants us to rescue her. And her name is D, or begins with D. All this was recorded on audio tape. And later on, members of the group said, well, we ought to check out and visit Marine World and see if there's anything that resembled what we experienced. This is something that could be veridical.
Right.
And we did, in fact, visit Marine.
He's pretty proud of using that word there.
World, and learned to our delight that there was
Hey,
a
Bless.
female dolphin named Dondi who was exactly in this situation, separated from her mate, not participating in the dolphin show. And the dolphin trainers were very open to working with us and to learning about this experience. They
Yeah, man, if any job I have, if a group of telepathic individuals such as Mr. Mishlove come into my place of business, I'm having a good day.
understood that this kind of communication with a dolphin would be possible. So they invited us to come and see if we could work with Dondi. We set up video cameras and gave Dondi what
Bless you,
we
Dirty
thought were
Merlin.
telepathic instructions with the help of the dolphin trainers to perform various tricks. In order to demonstrate that this kind of communication was real. And
Story's almost
in
over.
fact, Dondi began responding and actually performing on cue in response to telepathic messages, various tricks that she had been taught earlier by the dolphin trainers. And as a result, she got back into the regular dolphin show. Now, we were never able to rescue her, but what we were able to do, at least to our satisfaction and the satisfaction of the dolphin trainers back then, was show that this kind of human telepathic interaction with humans and dolphins.
Love that the comments about the GameCube. Chopo, remember that when it was called the Dolphin. That's great. Bless you, Anthony Carpenter.
Could be demonstrated.
Anyway, so there's more dolphin material. If you like Mishlove, if you like New Thinking Aloud, you can go to his Teespring, and you can check out this shirt of him as a comic book character. It's great. Anyway, I pulled up more Mishlove. This is about a man who teaches psychic self-defense so that like you don't get possessed. I think we're going to get to that later because first, clearly, we have something more important.
Telepathic and life wave communication. Practicing and implementing telepathic and life wave communication skills is a very important part in preparing for ascension.
Yeah, Chopo is a tax haven.
Chopo is a
tax
tax
haven. So send over your tax return.
Let us begin by remembering that this gift is your birthright, and everyone has this ability.
That's right.
The
That's
gift
right.
of understanding conscious thought forms was given to all beings when they were born.
That's right. That's
But
right.
this gift is like many gifts Creator has given. It is sometimes misunderstood
Creator has given
and underused. In order to validate your telepathic abilities, we suggest you practice every day until this gift is activated and becomes natural. Our suggestion is to see this gift becoming activated and easy to use
Donations are not tax deductible, but Chopo can hide your taxes for you.
in the same way you gained a different life skill, like riding a bicycle or learning to type. Also know that all beings other than human, such as animals, angels, plants, and trees, use this form of nonverbal communication every day, all day long. Part of using this gift.
You know what that clip is? That's a clip of two of the nicest people on planet Earth. You know that okay, whatever, my neighbor is making a video and she's asked me to be in it to demonstrating nonverbal communication. And they just go with it. And that's beautiful. That's lovely to see.
Day long. Part of using this gift effectively is your perception of it. If you believe you can do it, you quite simply can and do.
What?
Please give yourself permission to be surprised and allow the energy transmissions to flow into you as you open to sound.
Really quick, can we just watch this set of eyes here?
Be surprised and allow the energy transmissions to flow into you as you open to sense the communications from other life forms. If you feel you can do it, you can.
What?
The power is within you.
There's a frame
Let us
there.
review the gifts that are available to you now that make up the realms of life wave communication. Clairvoyance is clear seeing. Clairaudient is clear hearing. Clairsentience is clear feeling and knowing. Practicing and tracking your progress. Think is what you create, and thoughts become things. Taking
There's always somebody at the beach with a crystal ball, am I right?
responsibility for every thought, every word, and every deed is a very important part of your ascension. It is very important that you move through any feelings now of shame, blame, and unworthiness, as they no longer serve your soul's progression into the light.
That's right.
Begin to monitor and parent your thought forms by checking in with yourself 2 to 3 times a day, or even more often. Review silently with yourself. What type of thoughts of a circle of life? In our Western patriarchal culture and society, we do not always listen to the wisdom of our Mother Earth and to the grandmother's messages.
Bless you,
Many times we do not allow ourselves to receive from each other. The circle of life is a balance of giving and...
So, she has more videos. Morning meditation with Master Cat, Puda.
So Puda, we're making a movie. This is how we start our morning. We go outside. Hey Sam. And everybody grounds and lays on Mother Earth and does a unity breath meditation as we connect.
You know, I look at this cat and I think, that cat's doing a unity breath meditation.
Allow the energy of Mother Earth to flow up through our hearts and fill our bodies with light. And then we open up to Creator and Sun, and we allow Mother
You know how I open up to Creator? I eat some dry grass.
Earth to connect through us, through our heart to Father Sun. And the energy fills our bodies. We open the prana tubes.
Prana tubes?
And we begin to breathe prana. And it feels good. Yeah, thank you, Master Puda, for sharing your morning meditation with me on the couch.
I mean,
let's be honest.
Master Cat Puda is doing most of the heavy lifting here.
I love you so much. Is this what you're telling the people to do every morning? First thing. And it's so delightful on a sunny day, isn't it? To have your meditation laying right on Mother Earth. Bless us all.
Bless us all.
And then we clean ourselves. Yeah. We look pristine and pretty for the day.
Love that. That's a good video. You ever want a video to make you feel good? Look no further than Morning Meditation with Master Cat Puda. Yeah, comments, people love it. People love it. Here's a video of this same animal telepathic conduit with a horse.
So with animals, the very first thing I teach in all of the animal communication work I do, whether I'm teaching a class or individual, is you ask permission. Just no different than when you call up somebody.
Mother Earth, please give me wet
and you
food.
would say, are you free? You have a few minutes to talk. You ask permission. Let's do that now.
That's the first rule of talking to horses. Ask.
Now let's ask Alex to let us in, and also for his energy now, you give him permission to enter your fields. Okay. So in my world, the mantra is, the animals are the greater body of healers and teachers on this planet. And if you've never heard that before, I just want you to think about that, because they exist in a world outside of what we call duality or polarity. They have no nose, really. They don't have negativity in their lives.
That horse clearly has a nose.
Or karma in the sense of we do. They don't do anything to hurt anyone. They're respectful of the planet. They don't act out unless there's abuse in some way in their life, or it's a little personality conflict that they might have, like the two boys will have sometimes. But they don't hurt anyone. So the energy of why they're here, why they incarnate and exist in a domestic situation is always for the greater good of the humans, is what they tell me.
That horse doesn't know that it's on YouTube.
So again, I don't expect you to necessarily think everything I say is going to be your Bible, but if it's new information, I would ask you to take it into your heart and consider it as a possibility that we're in the presence.
Yeah, someone in the comments, Dirty Merlin, has said, Alex, comma, horse. That's the best.
They're very high beings when we're around animals, higher than you might have thought before. Light beings, if you will, that have chosen to come into a form that's an animal body, in this case a horse, for the greater good of us. They're not having a personal experience in the same way that we are. They're having...
No, yeah, that's, Kiko, that's part of the new YouTube standards and the community guidelines. Whenever you upload a video, you have to check if it's for horses or not. And if there's any horses in the video, and I don't think she did that. This is another one of her videos, another one of Lori's videos. Dolphins and DNA, and it has some of the most beautiful imagery I've ever seen. It's blessed.
Dolphins and DNA.
We know who you are.
The dolphins have shared with me that they are the designated keepers of the human DNA template system.
So that's settled.
They receive infusions of DNA activation through the Earth's ocean systems from Creator. It is their given task to process this information internally and calibrate the actual DNA that is perfect and right for each person.
So why did dolphins decide to give Chopo asthma and make Chopo so cranky?
The dolphins also hold the energy of love and joy for the actual locations on the planet that are experiencing war and chaos. The dolphins work to create frequencies that are infused into these areas on the planet with templates of peace, harmony, and healing.
There's Master Buddha.
The Dolphin Matrix supports DNA re-encodements for people and places throughout the energy code systems they use. The Dolphin Family of Light has created a template.
That's the Dolphin Family of Light there. All right, whoa, take that in.
For the human DNA and uses it to monitor the overall template for the pure holographic possibility equation for humanity and Earth. If you choose to connect with the planetary dolphin family, you can receive these attunements directly from the dolphin group consciousness.
I choose.
The dolphins are the masters of DNA recalibration and are able to shift old energies very quickly with their healing frequencies. Also,
So maybe the dolphins gave Chopo asthma so that Chopo would seek out the dolphins. This is a good start.
Work in a frequency of joy and playfulness that is perfectly suited to the energy of ascension and the new Earth.
That's actually a picture of Chopo. Chopo used to play for the Denver Broncos in the 80s, and that's what Chopo looked like back then.
And the new Earth. Beloved humans, please listen to your hearts as the energies accelerate during 2012 and beyond. Call upon the dolphin.
Hey, big bless to Scott in the chat for the Ace Ventura reference. That's always smiled upon.
Dolphin energies as they are the chosen emissaries of light. Their communications will be of valuable assistance in helping you to align with the crystalline grid system, your personal DNA upgrades, and the Dolphin Matrix systems.
Look at that. That's the Dolphin Matrix right there. Check that out. In the background, it's like a snowflake with a black hole, like a galaxy around it. Got the Big Dipper up here. Love that.
That are assisting in creating the center for the...
So this is a Merkaba, a Metatron's Cube, Tree of Life situation. Love that.
New Earth. Also know that the Dolphin Matrix of Energy is assisting with the cleansing and balancing.
Hey, bless you, Scott, and bless you, Caro.
Of the Earth's oceans. Currently, many scientific
It is very much like Trapper Keeper. Good boy.
experts are saying that DNA plays a powerful role in newly discovered communications between dolphins and humans. One ongoing study
Bless you, Jason.
at the Sirius Institute in Hawaii has revealed that dolphins and whales receive and transmit sound signals capable of affecting the genetic double helix. Using natural biotechnology, dolphins can actually heal humans swimming near them sonogenetically. Hexagons and pentagons, and they
All right,
of
let's get into
DNA.
this.
These hydroelectric structures are shaped like pyramids, hexagons and pentagons, and they direct the healing processes. This amazing phenomenon explains how remarkable healings have been reported by people in our boats near the dolphins and by swimmers following dolphin contact. The cetaceans have had complex language for millions of years, and they have the largest brains on the planet.
Biggest brains.
Of how we humans can begin to live in our hearts within the pod mind, which is demonstrated by living for the good of the many, not the one.
That's pretty blessed. Hey, bless Holly Malone. All right, we got a few minutes. Let's get into psychic self-defense. And keeping it real, Chopo's got to take a waz. So Chopo's going to let this intro roll and be right back. Be right back.
Thinking Aloud. Conversations on the leading edge of knowledge and discovery with psychologist Jeffrey Mishlove.
Hello and welcome. I'm Jeffrey Mishlove. Our topic today is psychic self-defense. With me is Dr. Terence Palmer, who is the author of The Science of Spirit Possession. He is a member of the Society for Psychical Research in the United Kingdom, as well as the Scientific and Medical Network, and he is a fellow of the Royal Society of Medicine. Welcome once again, Terry.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
We have in previous interviews talked about some of the dangers associated with possession, that there are cases in the records from almost every culture of people who get possessed in a negative way or come under some negative psychic influence, maybe not a full possession, but an obsession or a harmful influence, even perhaps a harmful telepathic influence. These phenomena have been studied and researched at the Society for Psychical Research for nearly 150 years now.
Yes, the problem with, I suppose, the word possession is that it conjures up in people's minds generally things that we would perhaps see in entertainment, like films like The Exorcist and Rosemary's Baby and things like that. In the real world of everyday life, each and every one of us
we're talking about
is vulnerable to some kind of spiritual influence, good and bad. And the way I've learned from experience to view this is in much the same way that we physically have an immune system that helps to protect us from invasion from diseases. Similarly, we have a spiritual immune system in the form of an etheric body and an aura. And because of the work I do, I like to view this aura as an armor, as a protection against infection. And those infections can be very mild. And
let's see what happens once this guy loosens up a bit.
That she had been carrying infections. We were able to deal with them on the spot.
Now you mean spiritual infections?
Yeah, yes, yes. There were there were two nested earthbound entities, earthbound souls, and there was a whole cluster of alien life forms.
Oh,
that
no,
had come
no.
through a portal, and she'd been affected by these infections for many years. But now she's okay.
Well, of course, a lot of people viewing right now are probably wondering just how do you as a scientist evaluate this sort of thing?
Right, as a scientist.
Scientifically, we can say that if these
Hey, Pearson. Trying to move the show along, but yeah, it's New Thinking Aloud with Jeffrey Mishlove, and it's pretty blessed, as you can see. All right, well, cool. Yeah, Chopo, looking to wrap it up. Just seeing what else this links to. Exercises to cultivate remote viewing. That sounds pretty blessed. This is all stuff we can get into later, but yeah, it's been a good hour. So Chopo gonna call it a day here, call it a night. Feeling blessed. You're welcome, Pearson. Yeah, good stuff. There's a lot, all you gotta do is if you think you can communicate with dolphins with your mind, then you can, as we learned today. Michael Grossa doesn't want me to stop. All right, well, how about Chopo's new video is almost done. If you want to watch a new version, let's do it, huh? Hey, bless you, Brandon. Thanks for hanging out. Bless you, Caro. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Another question Chopo have. How do people feel about Twitch? Anybody care about Twitch? Because what Chopo's thinking about doing is maybe not blasting on YouTube. No offense, Dirty Merlin. Bless you. Bless you, Kiko. Big bless. We're just gonna watch a video and then Chopo will probably bless off, but because it doesn't seem like a lot of people watch live on YouTube, so maybe we'll do Twitch and Facebook instead. Chopo can only do two platforms at once, and then Chopo will upload to YouTube. Chopo think that might be a better thing. Right, yeah. Twitch doesn't save live streams, but Chopo does. Even as this is going, Chopo is saving a high-res version of this stream, so Chopo would upload that later, and then people could watch on Facebook, or then, Okay, yeah, seems like a good... Oh, VR chat. Do people watch on VR chat? I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, I think Chopo will always keep it on Facebook. That'll always happen. But it's just kind of an issue of I think Chopo could spread it out more if it was live also on Twitch. Anyway, Chopo's new video almost done. We'll watch it in the premiere window here. Yeah, Chopo uses Streamlabs OBS. And I'm pretty sure you can only do 2 things at a time with it, unless you do like a restream thing. I don't know. Chopo is new to all this. Yeah, bless Joshua Kleiner, very active today. Love that. Uploading high quality to YouTube after, yeah. Instagram Live, hadn't even thought about that. Funny
story.
The reason why there is another Hold Space for My Tribe YouTube and there is a Hold Space for My Tribe Instagram is because Chopo doesn't have those passwords anymore and can't get into those accounts. So those are both dead. But Chopo could make another Instagram, I guess. Anyway, let's watch this video. Let's have some fun.
Let's see. Baked. Mashed.
It's quiet.
Scalloped. Well, hash browns. Skin on. French fries. Triple fried. Twice baked. Baked. Mashed. Au gratin. Au gratin. Oop. Sorry. You are forgiven. Oh, thanks. You are forgiven. It's fine. Thanks. Mark, all is forgiven. Oh.
All is forgiven,
Mark, there is no ill will against you.
You have been released of all misdoing. Mark, all transgressions have been washed away.
Mark, all is forgiven. All is forgiven.
Mark, you are forgiven.
Wow.
They don't mean it.
You're forgiven.
They don't know all I've done. They don't know about that time I'm covering his birthday party.
Mark, it's all in the past. I don't need this.
It's okay.
Baked is easier than mashed. You are forgiven. There's too much butter in mashed.
It's okay.
Who am I kidding? Am I really gonna eat a baked potato with no butter?
Mark, it's okay.
Mark, all is forgiven.
All is forgiven.
You have been released. Mashed.
All is forgiven. You have been released.
I think I'll go with mashed.
All is forgiven. You have been released.
Mashed.
All is forgiven.
Mashed.
You have been released.
Mashed.
All is forgiven.
I'm gonna go with mashed.
You have been released.
I'm gonna go with mashed.
That's it. Blessed for watching. Took Chopo way too long to make that, but it's whatever. It's good to go now. Pretty much. We gotta mix it. Still needs to be mixed, but pretty good. Oh, wow! Chopo was donated to $20. Where in the heck are we? Where should Chopo send this money? Why doesn't he make champ if he's truly enlightened?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Thanks. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Malcolm McPickywick. Thank you. Big bless. Big bless, my friend. All right. Well, yeah. There's a delay. Chopo is streaming in a higher quality these days, so there's more of a delay. If you know good charities for Chopo to give you. Hey, Forsaken Monday Boy, once
Again with
$1. It's all blessed. And Chopo dislike Sabra hummus as well. We all know this. We all know this. Au gratin, au gratin. Potatoes and onions and butter. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Yeah, that's sustainable. You can go far on that. Is champ. Oh, okay. Sorry, Michael. Didn't understand before. Bow, 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 bow. All right. Chopo gonna bless off. Big bless to Dr. Mommy and to Kiko and to the Forsaken Monday Boy.